From the first weeks of the season, Arsenal looked like a team on a mission. There was confidence in every performance, maturity in every big match, and a hunger that separated them from every other club in the league. While other teams dropped points, struggled with inconsistency, or looked nervous under pressure, Arsenal kept moving forward with complete belief. As the months passed, the title race slowly stopped feeling like a race at all. Arsenal were playing football at a level that made fans believe the championship was already theirs. Week after week, they controlled matches, scored important goals, defended with discipline, and showed the mentality of true champions. Even when difficult moments appeared, there was never panic inside the squad or among supporters. The team always found answers. Across London, people began speaking about Arsenal differently. The energy around the club became impossible to ignore. On match days, trains heading toward the Emirates Stadium were filled with singing fans wearing red and white shirts, scarves, and flags. Streets around Islington turned into celebration zones hours before kickoff. Restaurants, pubs, and cafes were packed with supporters discussing lineups, goals, and title dreams that suddenly felt completely real. The most incredible thing about this Arsenal team was the confidence they gave to their fans. In previous years, supporters were nervous during title races because they had experienced heartbreak before. But this season felt different. Arsenal played with authority. They looked stronger than everyone else physically, mentally, and tactically. Fans stopped asking, "Can Arsenal win the league?" and started asking, "How many trophies can this team win?" Mikel Arteta became the symbol of this transformation. The Arsenal manager built a squad full of leaders, fighters, and technically brilliant players. He created a mentality where nobody feared pressure anymore. Every player understood their role perfectly, and together they formed one of the strongest Arsenal teams in modern football history. Bukayo Saka continued proving why he is loved by fans all over the world with his goals, creativity, and fearless performances in big matches. Martin Odegaard led the team like a true captain, controlling games with intelligence and calmness. Declan Rice dominated the midfield with power and leadership, while William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes built a defensive partnership that frustrated almost every attacking team in the league. The final league match against Crystal Palace perfectly captured Arsenal's championship mentality. Even after already securing the title, Arsenal still played with intensity and quality, winning 2-1 at Selhurst Park. Gabriel Jesus opened the scoring in the first half before Noni Madueke added the second goal shortly after the break with a brilliant finish. Crystal Palace kept fighting and managed to score late through Jean-Philippe Mateta, but Arsenal stayed composed and closed out another important victory like true champions. The match itself also showed the respect Arsenal now receive across England. Crystal Palace gave Arsenal a guard of honour before kickoff, while thousands of travelling Arsenal supporters turned Selhurst Park into a celebration party filled with songs, chants, flags, and non-stop noise. Even Crystal Palace supporters appreciated the quality of Arsenal's season. Palace fought hard and showed spirit, especially after Mateta's late goal gave the home crowd hope, but Arsenal's confidence and control was simply too strong in the end. And now, even with the Premier League trophy already secured, there is another massive challenge waiting for Arsenal: the UEFA Champions League Final against Paris Saint-Germain. The excitement around that match is unbelievable because Arsenal fans truly believe this team can conquer Europe too. Supporters see this squad as fearless, mature, and ready for the biggest stage. Declan Rice against PSG's midfield, Saliba leading the defense, Odegaard controlling possession, and Saka attacking from the wings are already becoming some of the biggest talking points ahead of the final. For many fans, this no longer feels like luck or a temporary moment. It feels like the return of a giant football club to the very top of world football. Right now, London is not only celebrating a championship. London is dreaming about history. Arsenal's championship-winning season was led by incredible performances from Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Kai Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus. Their consistency, teamwork, and winning mentality helped Arsenal dominate the league from start to finish. In the final match against Crystal Palace, Gabriel Jesus and Noni Madueke scored the goals in a 2-1 victory that completed Arsenal's historic title celebration. For Crystal Palace, players like Jean-Philippe Mateta, Eberechi, Ismaila Sarr, Adam Wharton, and Dean Henderson played major roles during the season. Mateta scored Palace's only goal against Arsenal, while the rest of the squad kept fighting until the final whistle despite Arsenal's dominance. While Arsenal is in celebrations after celebrations, PSG are preparing in complete silence and seriousness for the biggest night of their season, the Champions League Final. Inside the PSG camp, the atmosphere is controlled and highly focused. There is no distraction, no celebration talk, and no complacency. Luis Enrique has set a strict preparation environment where every training session feels like a rehearsal for the final itself. Players are being pushed to think faster, move smarter, and execute every tactical instruction with precision. A major focus has been Arsenal's ability to control rhythm. PSG have identified that when Arsenal settle into possession early, they become very difficult to disrupt. Because of this, PSG are training aggressive but intelligent pressing triggers, not pressing everywhere, but pressing at specific moments to force errors in dangerous areas. The aim is to break Arsenal's flow without leaving gaps behind. Another key area is game tempo management. PSG are preparing different phases, moments to slow the game down, moments to increase intensity, and moments to counterattack quickly. The staff believe Arsenal are strongest when the match is played at their preferred high rhythm, so PSG want to disrupt that consistency. Defensively, communication is a major theme. Marquinhos and the defensive unit are being drilled to constantly talk, adjust shape, and track Arsenal's midfield runners. Special attention is being given to Odegaard's movement between lines, which PSG see as one of the most dangerous elements in Arsenal's system. Stopping him from turning and facing goal is a priority. Hakimi's role has become even more tactical in preparation. He is expected to time his forward runs carefully, not overcommitting at the wrong moments. PSG are also preparing cover systems behind him to prevent Arsenal from exploiting space on the counterattack. In midfield, PSG are preparing for physical and technical battles. They know Arsenal's midfield trio can dominate possession, so PSG are focusing on disrupting passing rhythm, closing down second balls, and staying compact when out of possession. The idea is to force Arsenal into wider areas where chances are less clear-cut. In attack, PSG are building a flexible system rather than a fixed plan. Dembélé is central to this approach, but not limited to one role. He is being used as both a wide attacker and a free roaming threat, designed to pull Arsenal's defense out of shape. His acceleration is seen as a key weapon in breaking structured defenses. Desire Du and other young attackers are being prepared for high-pressure moments. PSG believe that unpredictability is essential in finals, and these younger players can bring energy when the game becomes tight or emotionally charged. Set pieces are also a major part of PSG's preparation. Both attacking and defensive set plays are being rehearsed repeatedly, as staff believe finals are often decided by small margins: a corner, a free kick, or a second ball in the box. Physically, PSG's conditioning team is carefully managing fatigue. Training loads have been reduced in stages, with recovery sessions, light tactical drills, and mental preparation taking priority in the final days. The goal is to arrive in Budapest fresh, explosive, and fully ready for 90 high-intensity minutes. Mentally, PSG are focusing on calm confidence. The message inside the dressing room is not fear of Arsenal, but respect combined with belief. Players are reminded that pressure is normal at this level, and the team that stays emotionally stable will have the advantage. At the same time, PSG are aware of Arsenal's momentum. Winning the Premier League has given Arsenal huge confidence, and their celebrations have only strengthened their unity. PSG know they are facing a team that believes it is entering a golden era, not just a one-season success. But internally, PSG also carry their own belief. They see themselves as experienced champions, a team that has already conquered Europe before and understands what it takes to win finals. That experience is being used as a psychological advantage in preparation. As the final approaches, the contrast between both clubs becomes even clearer. Arsenal are living in celebration, emotion, and national pride. PSG are living in structure, discipline, and quiet intensity. And in Paris, One final message keeps repeating inside the camp. Stay focused for every minute, because one moment can decide everything at the highest level of football.